Attention passionate Eagles fans, don't miss this. What just happened, you won't believe it. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we bring you daily videos with the latest updates on the Philadelphia Eagles. And to make sure you don't miss a thing, turn on notifications. Eagles fan, don't blink. A major development is shaking up the scene in Philadelphia, and it has a full name: Dallas Goedert. The veteran tight end, a key piece in the Eagles' offense in recent years, may be living his final days with the team. What once sounded like pure speculation has now gained serious traction after a recent leak revealed a major shift in the front office's stance. Known for his surgical negotiation skills, GM Howie Roseman seems ready once again to make tough calls to balance the roster. But unlike past cases, Goedert presents a more delicate situation. At 30 years old, he's still performing at a high level but enters 2025 in the final year of a $57 million contract, carrying an $11.7 million cap hit, and with no guaranteed money left. Goedert is pushing for a long-term extension, looking for security as he enters a stage in his career where age and past injuries carry more weight. Meanwhile, the Eagles are focusing on trimming payroll to make room for massive extensions for young stars like Jalen Carter. The result? A clear and growing impasse. Dallas Goedert experienced a different kind of offseason in 2025. For the first time in his career, the tight end felt the weight of uncertainty about his future with the Philadelphia Eagles, the only NFL team he's ever known. With his 30th birthday behind him, no more guarantees in his contract, and a pending value of $14 million, many believed Howie Roseman would let Goedert walk, especially since the franchise's financial priorities are now locked on extending young rising talent. But something deeper kept Goedert rooted. On May 7, a new deal pushed the final decision down the line. Goedert stays with the Eagles until March 2026, with $10 million guaranteed, and the option to hit free agency, amid the emotional storm of a possible exit. A lesser-known factor played a major role: his bond with tight ends coach Jason Michael. Since Michael arrived in Philadelphia with head coach Nick Sirianni in 2021, he and Goedert have developed a deep professional and personal relationship. "He's had a huge impact on my career," Goedert said. "He made me reflect on my game, understand my decisions on the field, and most importantly, helped me grow as a player and as a person." Michael isn't just a position coach. A former quarterback and offensive coordinator, he brings a broad view of the game, far beyond just tight end routes. He teaches context, defensive reads, and the why behind each play. Goedert values that deeply. More than that, Michael has been there every day on the field, throwing passes in practice with his Western Kentucky ball, constantly encouraging and pushing number 88 to be his best. That steady support made all the difference. "If I had to leave," Goedert admitted, "he definitely would have been one of the hardest people to say goodbye to." The season hasn't started yet, but for Goedert, staying in Philly means more than just wearing midnight green. It means staying close to someone who has believed in him from the start, according to Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports. Several NFL teams are closely watching the situation and believe Philadelphia is open to trading Goedert for future picks, especially if they don't secure the capital they want in the 2025 draft. A clear sign that the Eagles may have lowered their asking price came through a leaked report. Proof that interest from around the league might not be matching the front office's initial expectations. This wouldn't be the first time Philly lowered its stance to close a deal. Just look at the case of Haason Reddick, who was eventually traded to the New York Jets for a 2026 third-round pick after stronger offers failed to materialize. But the situation with Goedert is different. Unlike Reddick, he hasn't threatened to sit out or stir up drama, which adds complexity to any possible deal. And meanwhile, the Eagles' front office is also carefully evaluating the future of defensive tackle Jordan Davis, their 2022 first-round pick. The team has yet to decide whether to exercise the fifth-year option on his rookie deal, which would cost around $13 million guaranteed in 2026. If they decline, Davis would become an unrestricted free agent after the 2025 season. That move could pave the way for a record-breaking extension for Jalen Carter, one of the NFL's defensive stars and a critical piece of the Eagles' 2024 Super Bowl run. Expectations are that Carter will surpass Chris Jones's deal with the Chiefs, 5 years, $158.7 million, and become the highest-paid defensive player in NFL history. Back on the offensive side, rumors continue to swirl about more firepower being added to the backfield. With Saquon Barkley already on board and the recent arrival of A.J. Dillon, the Eagles' running back group is already turning heads. But one more name could take it to another level. Austin Ekeler, currently with the Washington Commanders, is reportedly on Philly's radar. Ekeler is well known for his versatility, especially as a pass-catching threat out of the backfield. His 475 receptions for more than 4,200 yards and 30 touchdowns put him in the same league as many slot receivers. Even after an injury-plagued 2024 season, he still averaged nearly 5 yards per carry and was named All-Pro as a return specialist. The Ekeler's arrival would be a nightmare for opposing defenses. Imagine Hurts, Barkley, and Ekeler in the backfield, with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith stretching the field. With RPOs, screens, jet sweeps, and explosive runs, the Eagles' offense would become dangerously unpredictable. The only question is, would Washington be willing to trade within the division? Under normal circumstances, probably not. But with 4 running backs about to hit free agency, the Commanders' front office might reconsider, especially if Philly's offer is strong enough. Meanwhile, even bolder rumors are surfacing. One scenario, reported by insider Anthony DeBona, suggests a blockbuster trade between the Eagles and Giants, Goedert to New York in exchange for edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux, a 2025 third-round pick, and a 2026 fifth-rounder. It's unlikely, but it shows how hot the trade market around Goedert has become. In short, the Eagles are in the midst of a quiet but calculated restructuring, aiming for salary cap efficiency while balancing experienced veterans and rising stars. As respected and productive as Dallas Goedert has been, he could very well be the next major piece to leave